Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I did a video yesterday about how to make one of these very simple masterboards, which I've made on a book page, so it's quite small. In fact, it measures just over 8 inches by 5 inches. So today I am going to make three things. Excuse my fingers, I've got clay on them because I've been playing with my air dried clay. I'm going to make three things, and only one of them is going to be a tag, just to show you the sort of things that you can do with these. So first of all, I am going to cut them, and I am going to cut, I want two at 2 inches, I think. One of those is obviously going to be the tag. And then I shall have the other one at 4 inches. Now, those are those. That was not done with any sort of precision whatsoever. I think we'll take this one first. This is the 4-inch one, and I want to fold it so it just about, that's probably too far, so it just about overlaps. That bit's come off. I shall glue it. And these are so simple, but they're among my new favourite things. I am going to glue down here. I've chosen this bit for the inside because that appears to be the roughest tatty edge. And it might be nice to just start off being vaguely straight. So there we go, like that. Now, that's sticking out just a bit, but it's not actually going to show, so I'm just going to cut it off. And I'm going to leave that for, well, hold that together for just a minute. Doesn't appear to want to stick that well. So it's Friday. I'm going to do a flip through Friday in a bit. Not yet. I thought I'd do this first. Right. I'm going to take this. I'm going to fold it up like that. Okay. I am going to get my bone folder. I'm just going to reinforce it a bit. Yeah. Then, what do I want next? Shall I grunge it? Let's do some inking around here, around there, down that side, down that side, across the top, and just up there. Okay. Now, I am going to, there's two ways you can do this. You can either glue this whole piece here so that sticks flat, or you can just have it as a little tuck spot, which I think is what I'm going to do. So I want it from about there. I'm going to just put a line of glue down there like that and stick it. And then, because I don't really want to faff about with it too much, I have got here some little cat stickers. I'm just going to stick some little cat stickers all over it. Actually, I quite like that squiggly line. Can I get that off? We're just going to put little cat stickers all over here. We have, that line doesn't come off. There appear to be cat stickers where the cats have donuts. Why shouldn't cats have donuts? I like donuts, although I'm not a cat. Got some little hearts. Let's put some little hearts on there. Oh, here's a good one. He looks as though he's just getting himself up. We'll put him on there. There's one who appears to have been kiboshed with a baguette. He can go down there. We will have a couple of donuts. Donut there. We'll have a donut down there. Maybe some flowers. Or maybe another heart. Oh, that's not coming off. See, I really want this bit, but I don't think it's going to come off. Let's cut it so it does come off. I like squiggly lines. So we'll take that off there. We will put that along there like that. And have I got something small that will fit in there? Will this fit in here? Oh, it should do. So now what you have is a pocket sticking up off at an angle there. You have a pocket sticking up at an angle there, and you've got a small tuck spot there. So first one complete. Right, what do I think? I think possibly this one. Right, this measures 5 inches, 12.5 centimeters. I think what I want to do with this is I want to fold it at 11 centimeters. So that is just over 1.5 centimeters, which means it's going to come to about here, like that. I think I then want to fold it again at 5 centimeters, and that should work. So I'm just going to do it with a ruler because we're going quick and simple here. So I want it there. Is that going to be long enough? Yes. And I want it there. Right. Okay, so what we're doing with this is we are folding this over here. Okay. We are then going to fold this over here. Not straight, not straight. We're going to take some glue and just hook that over there. We'll try and straighten it up a little bit. We will go over it with those. We will get our stapler. Now in here, I have already coloured the staples. I coloured them in a block with alcohol ink. So I'm just going to squish those staples flat. Then what I'm going to do, that is, yeah, 2 inches. I'm going to take this, and this is a bag that prescriptions come in. I'm going to take this and then all of it through there like that. I'm going to bring it down to 1 3/4, and we're going to cut it, and then we're going to do the same. I'm trying to use junk for these things, you see, so we can properly get into the spirit of junk journals. Now I'm going to open these out. I want them to be 2 inches. So I'm going to cut both ends of the, because these are rings, so these are folded because they were a bag. So I'm going to put both strips through there. I'm going to bring it down to 2 inches. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Bring it down to 2 inches. Cut it. I'll keep those bits. I shall put these one inside the other like that. I shall put these in there. Do I want to cut a bit more off those? I think those are a bit long. Let's just cut a bit more off those. We don't even need it to be too straight, so I'll just do it with a pair of scissors. Better. So I'm going to put those in there. Click it down like that, and this time I'm just going to put 1 staple in the top. And then I am going to squish my staples flat like that. And in here we have a little matchbook which has some little bits of paper in. Now what do we want to do with this one? I think maybe, what should we do with this one? Should we funk it up? And look what I've got here. I've got some heart-shaped bubble wrap. I'm just going to stick some texture on this one, I think. So I'm going to cut some of this. Now, obviously, bubble wrap can be a bit bulky, but you know what you do? Squish it, and it's fun. So I'm going to stick this. Let's get some stronger glue. It's not playing. What did I do from the pit with the pin from the other one? Promptly lost it. Definitely not playing. I never ever find the pin for my glue bottle until I've almost completely tidied up. I've buried it somewhere. Oh well, you know what? We'll abandon that glue, and I'm going to stick some fabric glue on it because it's not fabric, but it will stick. So this one, I think I just want a bit of texture on, so I'm going to put that over the staple at the top, like that. Or should we put that at the bottom? Let's put that. Over the staples at the bottom. Like that. Chop that off. I see it. There it is. Look. Let's put it there so I know where it is. And then in here, we'll find a... We'll find a couple of stickers. I've got a Life is Good. And what else do we have here? Let's stick and admit one. Yeah. Oh, that's slipping. We could put that over there, I suppose. We're going to stick and admit one over there like that. Yes. And then we're going to put, what did I do with that Life is Good? Ah, there it is. We'll stick that over there. Hold down my squishy tape. We'll take one of those small slithers, because there's no point in wasting this stuff, is there? Like that. And we'll stick that over there. And then we'll do a bit of inking. Do a bit of inking down that side. We'll ink that bit. We'll ink that bit. And we will put just a little splash of gold on it. Right, that's that one. That's done. Okay, finally, we're going to do the tag. So I've got gold on my fingers. I'm going to use a corner punch because I'm pretty useless at these things. Even with a corner punch, it would appear I am useless with these things. You see, that doesn't look remotely even. That looks better. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Now, I think I want, sorry, I'm reaching over you. Do I want pink? Where is the pink? It's gone. There it is. Right, what have I got here? Spun sugar. Spun sugar that I am just gonna stick onto the glass mat. Give it a bit of a spritz. I don't want too much water because I don't want to wait for things to dry, because I am not the most patient person in the world. Right, I'm going to put a bit of that pink on there. Then I'm going to wipe it. Then I am going to get the pink. I'm just going to go around the edges. It's going to be reasonably subtle because of the colour of this base. I'm going to put some stripes on it. I want this. Do I want it at the side? Do I want it at the bottom? I think I want it at the bottom. What I want to do is try and ruffle it without having to sew it, because I'm lazy. So let's take this, fold that edge under. And we're just going to keep folding. Do you know what? It's easier to sew it. Let's cut a length. See, I'm trying to be... Oh, look, that's already threaded. That's useful. Right, I've got lace cotton on here because I like the strength of it. I'm just going to go over a couple of times there. I'm going to run it through these flowers at the top so the stitches don't show too much. See, this is so much quicker than trying to fold it. I don't know what I was thinking. What were you thinking, Raina? Trying to take shortcuts, and they're actually longer than the long ones. Right. That should do it about there. So I'm just going to over sew the end. Just like that. Cut it off. There was a time when I would have done that with my teeth, but it's probably not a good idea. That's all going to stick on there like that. We will leave that like that. I want a frame of some description. I've got these stickers. And I've got this box of frames. Are there any that are going to fit, do you think? Oh, I could just put corners on them. I could stick her behind a window. That way up. No. Blocks her eyes out. Don't want to do that. I'm going to use... I'm going to use a couple of these, I think. I'm going to use one of those and one of those. Yeah. And I think because of the colour of the frame, of the corners, because of the colour of the corners, I'm going to go with one that's got a bit of grey in the background. And I'm thinking her. I like her. So let's take her off. and put her there, not straight. I don't want these to be that big, so I'm just gonna cut them at this roundy bit. And I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put that there, like that. I'm gonna do the same with this one. I'm gonna go round there. I'm gonna go round there. And then I'm gonna put that there. Yes, that will be fine. And then here, I'm going to put 2 holes in this. I want them to be roughly even. So I'm going to put that one there. Then I'm going to put that one there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I've got this ribbon. Thought we'd put some ribbon through. I find a good way to do this is to get some thin tweezers, pinch it together, stuff it through the hole. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. Well, it was a disaster, but what I will do, I will show you in a minute. How to fix things 101. I want that to go through that hole. That was slightly better. Right, this I've made a complete mess of because it's wet. So what I'm going to do with it is make it look as though it's part of the design. So I'm going to put that on there like that. I'm going to get an alcohol pen and I'm going to make it look as though it's an old piece of sellotape. And then when I have retrieved the sellotape from the floor, I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Just colour it in. You don't even have to colour it in actually, you just have to dot it about a bit like that. So let's cut the edge of that off. Okay, I have these dangles. I'm wondering whether I can get put some glue on there and then cut it off afterwards. Right. Put some glue on there. See if we can thread it through there, which it would appear we can. I want that on there like that. Then I am going to tie this in a bow. like that. I'm going to cut that off there. I'm going to cut that off there. I'm going to pause you while I clear up. I'm almost tidied up. I've just sort of pushed things to one side, really. So here we have the 3 things created from that one very small masterboard. We have a little double pocket with a tuck spot with cats all over it. We have a little matchbook that has some recycled paper bag in there and some recycled bubble wrap. And here we have a tag complete with dangle, that's an old bit of jewellery, ribbon that was off a parcel, and a bit of lace, and a picture of a lovely lady. So I hope you like them. That's just, I mean, you can do all sorts with your masterboards. You can do anything you like, my friend. They're just, I just wanted to show how versatile even a tiny one could be. Thank you very much for popping by. Always lovely to see you. I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.